Hey there guys, CrossFlux here, welcoming you back to Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission. In the last episode, we took down the first of the Space Pirate Generals, Kraid, and claimed the speed booster item for our efforts. In today's episode, we're going to put it to good use. So I guess Samus turned into a furry because now we're pretending to be Sonic the Hedgehog. Alright. So, I didn't really explain what I just did. But basically, the speed booster allows you to slowly gain speed as you move around by moving in a straight line. If you crouch while you're in speed booster form, you'll form what's called a shine spark, which is where your suit temporarily stores the momentum of your speed up. And then by pressing the jump button, you can use the speed booster to teleport, well, not really teleport, but kind of boost yourself in a separate direction. You can either shoot yourself horizontally or upwards. So I basically did that to kind of shortcut my way up that tower, because it takes a little while to get through it otherwise. It's basically just shooting pillars and slowly making your ascent upwards. You can also use the shine spark here to kind of make getting that missile expansion a bit easier. But we're also going to have to make use of the shine spark in later parts of the episode. I totally just screwed it up. Well, perfect opportunity to show off this other mechanic that they introduced in Zero Mission. You can actually wall jump, so that's pretty handy for getting up that tower there too. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do in this room is immediately turn around and start firing missiles at the space flies so that they don't screw up your day. So, otherwise they'll knock you off before you have time to get all the way across the room, and they'll knock you into the acid, and you have to walk all the way back around. But there's another little secret we can gather here in Kraid, and we can finally take this missile door here. The reason I didn't do anything here earlier is because you need the speed booster. So, as long as you jump at the end of that little walkway there with the speed booster intact, you'll have just enough momentum to plow through these speed booster blocks and claim an energy tank. So now we have about 400 life at our disposal. Pretty handy. But there's actually not too much else that we can do right now. Let me see. Anywhere else we need to go? Not really. So I guess we'll just head out of Kraid and back into Brinstar. Maybe if we do a little bit of exploring with our speed booster, we'll figure out where to go next. Ooh, cutscene. That kind of looks like the other face that we saw in that one mysterious room that had Kraid's face in it. So perhaps this is the other Space Pirate General. Well, something's coming to the planet. Ooh. Oh, it was just a zoomer the whole time. Yeah, wrap it up, folks. Alright, bypass those, and we're basically given a free Chozo statue to kind of help point us in the right direction. Which is pretty handy. We'd be pretty left in the dark otherwise. So, it seems we have to go all the way back to Norfair. So actually, I think I'm going to speed up and play music over this as I make my way back into Norfair, because even though we have the speed booster now, there's not any extra secrets or anything we can pick up on the way. So I'll meet you guys once we make it back into Norfair proper. Alright, finally made it back to Norfair. Let's see, can I blow up this side? I can. Cool. So, obviously, the speed booster is probably what we're going to need to make use of here. So, head through this left door here to give us enough room to build up enough speed. And make sure you shoot the doors as you go through so that it doesn't stop your charge. And then just horizontally vault yourself over there, and we're able to break through those speed booster blocks there. So, pretty cool. So let's see what this room has in store for us. Okay, a little bit of nothing. Ooh, a fire seahorse. And a door that we can't get to. Well, we got real far. But actually what we need to do is just run back. Once again, doing the same trick we just did before. So, the game thought it had us tricked, but we're too smart for that. So, coming further down into the depths of Norfair, we find a room full of enemies that we have to kill. Actually, we don't really have to kill them, but I tend to kill them, just because it makes getting through the rest of this room a little bit easier. Although, if you're good enough at dodging, you can just ignore them. But, it seems we gained another new power-up, the high jump boots. So, these power-ups are named pretty clearly. It increases our maximum jump height, but it also allows us to jump in our morph ball mode without having to use bombs. So let's see if we can put that to good use. Ow, ow, okay, never mind, too hot. Maybe not here, but maybe we'll be able to make use of this a little bit later. Alright, let's try and do a charge attack there. Okay, not bad. Yeah, the green one has too much health. It's not really worth killing in my book. Okay, so we can't really do anything here, but now that we have the high jump, we can actually reach this ledge up here and claim some missiles. Alright, so following all the way down this shaft here, you want to use bombs to blow this up. And let's see what this door has in store for us. Creepy music and creepy creature. There's actually nothing we can do about this thing just yet, so let's take the other door that we have at our disposal. Oh boy, another Chozo statue. Takes the exploration out of this game, as they just keep pointing us in the right direction. Just because we have a vague idea of where to go doesn't mean that we necessarily know how to get there. But it seems that we're being pointed back into the direction of Brinstar. So, just like earlier in the video, I'm going to speed up as we make our way back into Brinstar, because, once again, there's no upgrades or anything that we can get along the way. So, I'll meet you once we make it back into the upper regions of Brinstar. Alright guys, kind of made it back here into the very top of the right shaft in Brinstar, because we actually need to retread old ground, because now that we have the high jump and the speed booster, we can progress a little bit further than we could before. Also, these pipes are a little bit easier to traverse now that we can jump without having to lay a bomb. Ooh, that's weird. Missiles, nothing, bombs. Nope, these things seem to be pretty impenetrable. However, we can make use of this tunnel here to bypass it entirely. So it seems as if something has changed. Wait, speaking of change, if you look closely, you can actually see that there's some stuff up here. So maybe we can make use of that. Can we reach it? Maybe? Okay, I'm getting eaten alive by these parasites here. Okay, so we have to shoot our way up, and then using our high jump, we should be able to reach this ledge. Just keep jumping. Sorry, I was taking a little bit slower there than normal because I wanted to make sure that those flying enemies didn't get to me. And so here, see, this is good game design. They show us how these things can be destroyed but we're in a safe position where we can't actually take any damage, but we're able to see exactly what needs to be done. So, making use of Morph Ball, we know how those barriers can be destroyed now, so maybe we'll have to make use of that in a little bit. Alright. Blow that up to release those parasites, and so they can eat away that little barrier thing again. Alright. Go ahead and kill them just because their use is done now, and we're a bloodthirsty killer. And reclaim the Varia suit. We're rolling in the power-ups in today's episode, I'll tell you what. So, the Varia suit is Samus's traditional outfit. Decreases damage that we take from enemies, and as well as preventing damage from acid and heat. So now we're equipped. We're good to go. So, well, as you say, we put that acid protection to use by traveling down here, because I see an energy tank. So come down here to in between these two little rocks. Slow and steady wins the race here as we slowly bomb our way to it. I guess the acid down here has weakened this cement or metal or whatever this coating is to the point where our bombs are strong enough to plow through it. And now we get another energy tank. Alright, I like that. More health is always nice, especially since the enemies are going to start getting tougher from here on out. You're going to want to make sure that you have plenty of health. So, actually going to backtrack down a little bit further here. Let's see. Use some bombs to blow this up. And head through here to the save room. So, we can actually progress a little bit further into this room than we did last time because now we have the Varia suit. So, bombing through here, we can actually see that there's another one of these weird gate things. So, how do we get some parasites over here? Well, first off, we gotta find them. But, luckily, I have a good sense of direction. My secret smelling powers also allow me to tell where parasites are. They're actually right over here. Also, because we're able to prevent damage to our suit because of the Varia suit, the parasites actually won't hurt us anymore. So, we'll hand deliver the parasites over here ourselves. And so now, we can progress further. And through this pipe here. Slowly make our ascent up. We're greeted with another Chozo statue. Cool beans. Where are we going this time? Okay, back to Norfair. Man, Samus must have some good cardio. Ooh, this time we're heading deep. But now that we have heat protection on our suit, Norfair shouldn't pose as much of a problem to us. But guys, I think I'm going to call it here. Really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope that you'll join me for the next episode. Remember, have a blessed day, and I'll see you then.